Very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Radio Works World. This is your host speaking today. My name is Agatha, and I'm a mentor of excellence and identifier of void, and I will be your host today. We are broadcasting live from London, from a very, very sunny London, and I have a privilege to be interviewing the one and only Dr. Seema Datta. Welcome, darling.
Thank you, Agatha. Thank you very much. Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm very, very good. Thank you. Enjoying the sun.
Yes, it's very hot, isn't it?
It's warm, yes.
Exactly. I feel I had to have the fan on behind me, so if it makes noise, that's my fan behind me, because it's a bit hot here. Now, before we go ahead with our heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul conversations, I'd just like to point out to those who just joined us that these conversations do take place every Friday of each month at 10 a.m. in the morning, UK time. So it's every Friday each month at 10 a.m. UK time. So if anyone wants to join us, please leave a message below this post, connect to me or connect through to me via Facebook or on www.agaflow.co.uk and just leave a message. Now, going back to our lovely Dr. Seema Datta, for those of you who don't know you, would you please give us a little bit of insight as to who is Dr. Seema Datta?
Sure. I'm mother of two lovely teenager children. I'm a beloved daughter and sister, and I'm loving wife. Professionally, I'm an Ayurvedic doctor, and I love to help women who are going through transition from menarche to menopause.
How long?
Menarche,
Sorry, go ahead.
Menarche is onset of menstruation. So it is a time when girls are transforming from in the woman, and then women get transformed into mothers during their motherhood, forming motherhood. There is also another transformation period in women's life when it comes from to cessation of menstruation. So it's from menstruation to menopause. And I think women need support during the transition period. And I'm very passionate about helping women during that.
Now, that's very interesting you say that, because I remember when I was going through a transition, oftentimes I didn't know how to express myself to my mother or to my friends, what actually I was feeling. I wanted to hide, the fact that I was going through this transition. I didn't even say to my mom, actually. I was just so shy and almost, I can perhaps even say, ashamed of it, because I didn't know how to cope with it. So I think what you are passing on to young women who are transitioning it's very much needed.
It is definitely needed, definitely needed. And that is why when the part of my job is how to digest the thoughts and how to digest the emotions, to help them to learn to know themselves according to, and the Ayurveda tells you about unique personality. So that helps a lot to know what's going inside you and why it is happening and how you can cope with it. With simple diet changes, lifestyle changes. It's low and bad.
Oops, you dropped out. Hopefully you are still there. Okay, good. So what would you say to someone who is unable to express themselves freely what would be the simplest thing that you would tell them?
Sorry, say it again.
So those women, young women who are going through transition, what would you tell them? What would be the best thing or best advice?
The best advice is to understand themselves first, their body constitution, their mind constitution. So once they know that's what they originally are, it is very easy to understand what is going on in the life at the moment.
Oh, I see.
Once you know, then it is really easy to, I would say, incorporate the changes, latest changes in diet and lifestyle. Then there are certain treatments which Ayurveda helps with, but that is the second stage. To start with, there is always you can try diet and lifestyle changes.
Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And so, what is your legacy? Please tell me, what is your legacy?
My legacy, I don't know, would be, but the first thing I would like to say is acceptance and surrender is the key to open the support from the universe. I have gone through certain difficult times in my period. I'm at the age of 51 now, so nearly the third transition period. So I have been a mother, I have been a daughter and a woman. Now I'm in a third transition period, and I know what we women go through during the transition. And not fighting with the changes happening and surrendering is the key. So when we accept, we know what can we do. Then we try to find out, okay, then what can be done if we are out of balance.
I particularly like the fact that you mentioned the surrendering. What does it entail? What do you mean by surrendering as a process?
It's a very interesting question. What I mean by surrendering is allowing the change to happen. It is allowing other people to come and help you if you need. Surrender is just being there and not fighting with the changes.
Mm-hmm. And so what kind of events brought you to this stage of your life? Walk us through it a little bit so that we get to know what you are actually made, you know, what you had to go through, what events is it that you had to deal with?
Yes, this is why I am a big fan of Ayurveda, and I promote Ayurveda because I have been through certain events in my life which Ayurveda has helped tremendously with. And I am what I am today because I follow Ayurveda, and it is my ultimate tool. I think it started at my birth. I was born by breech. During the birth, difficult birth, my neck was holding back, and during the pull, the muscle of the neck was pulled away, which was then not allowing to grow that muscle. So my neck was growing tilted, and I was bullied by the little kids saying that you have a tilted neck. I was at the point when I thought, no, I don't want to be bullied anymore. I went to my father and said, I want, I want to get operated. My father was really surprised pleasantly, seeing the courage in me. He took me to the surgeon. We had an operation which was successful. But that emotion, I think, was holding somewhere deep inside me, saying, I do not want to be holding any pity that, oh, she's a beautiful face, but look how tilted her neck is, or uh, teasing that, oh, you have a tilted neck. When I grew up and got married at the age of 21, and when I lost my husband only after a year, I think it was that emotion of the fighting, that fighting spirit came up again. That I think allowed me to answer my father when he asked just next day, now what? And I said, I accept what has happened and I want to go ahead. I don't want to sit down and listen to the pity of women that, oh, at certain this age, what has happened and what will she do? No, up for myself. I want to create my own identity. I want to go and study. And that is when I had my degree in Ayurveda. Studying Ayurveda in deep and using it throughout my life, I now am able to guide others to use that Ayurvedic principles in their lives to help them in their difficult times to go through, to digest their emotions and their thoughts, to help them to hold their hands, to be successful as a human being, to evolve as a mother or as a woman, to be complete. And that's my passion.
And that's your legacy.
That's my legacy. Yes, thank you. I'm actually felt proud when a few months back, couple of months back, in the difference of a couple of days, both my son and my daughter came to me and said, I don't know why, but I'm the go-to the person to all my friends when they are in problem. And I thought, this is it, because they understand others from their point of view and they can guide them what is right for them, their friends. They are go-to person for their friends.
Yeah.
So I was glad actually that my kids are taking.
And please help me to say Ayurveda, because oftentimes people don't know how to say the right
Yes,
way. Help me to say it.
it is Ayurveda. Ayurveda.
Ayurveda.
Ayurveda.
Ayurveda. Okay, that's interesting, Ayurveda, because I'd like to point one thing or bring it to your attention. Veda, which is part of the word Ayurveda, Veda in Slovakian means science. And I understand that that's what it means. Veda means science. Am I right?
Yeah,
So
Veda is science.
we have something in common
And
then, some words.
I can't hear you.
I just said that because Veda is used in the Slovakian language I said, we have something in common, at least with these words, Ayurveda. Interesting. Now, my next question would be this. What is currently evolving in your life? Share the good news with us, what it is that it is evolving.
Well, no, it's not the right one. I need to get from upstairs. Okay. Sorry about it. What is evolving? There are lots of projects evolving at the moment. It is good that I am a leading practitioner in the UK. I'm now collaborating with other little groups who are working with the birth professionals. I'm also starting, I'm practicing from Harley Street in central London. I'm also starting a new clinic in Portishead. And I'm looking forward to do a group detox in September for 10 days detox program. And if everything goes on and people are more interested, hopefully we'll be doing a retreat end of the year or starting of the next year. So thank you very much.
That sounds really good.
It is. It is. It is. I'm looking forward to it all.
Yeah. And so you said that you have in these groups that you run in. Will that be something like only in September, or you are thinking to run it each month?
No. The detox is, I run detox during the transition period again, because it is easier to detox. And the September is the transition period of the the seasons, the nature. When the summer is getting transformed into the, it is the transition from summer to the winter. And that is the time when the nature is detoxing. The body is aligned to detox. And detox is easier.
Oh, I've learned something new today. Wow. That's amazing.
I already have few people interested, and I'm not going to take more than 10 while I have 6 people already. And yes, it is going to be full house.
And what people have to do, especially those who are interested, should they get in touch with you? Do you have an email address?
Yes, they can email me on seema@krg.com. My website is www.krg.com. They can find my details, contact details over there as well. And we go from there.
Would you would you want us to leave a little, perhaps, message under this post with your contact details, with your email address, and perhaps a website? Would that help in any way?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
No problem. Did you say something? Sorry.
No, I said, do I have to do it, or you are going?
I will do it on your behalf. That's perfectly fine. Now, we are coming to a close. So what I'm going to do is basically thank you for finding time in your busy life and for wanting to take part in this conversation that I believe not only inspires those that are close to you, but everyone else who's listening all around the world, because we have people joining us from different parts of the world. And for them to hear what you said could be very inspiring. And I'd like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart that you came and you were willing to share with us everything, what you thought would, benefit me, benefit everyone else during this conversation. So thank you one more time. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me and giving a chance to share my thoughts and my inspiration.
Thank you so much, Dr. Seema, and have a wonderful day. Today is sunny, so make sure water.
And you too. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.